Hi everyone, welcome back to yoga here at the Sika Senior Activity Center. We have Kathy with us and Jerry and Paula and Carrie here today. And it's wonderful to see all of you guys on Wednesday. So Wednesday's my good recording day. You can always come on Monday and Wednesday though here at 12:30. We start about 12:30-ish. That's all I could say, ish, to about 1:30-ish. So come on down. Remember, today is not only just Wednesday, but this weekend on the 13th of Friday, I believe the DAR is doing their strawberry. Am I correct? The strawberry.
It's on the 12th.
Oh, 12.
Tomorrow is the 12th.
I got it wrong. It's not Friday. It's Thursday. Tomorrow the 12th over at the Mount Graham High School. So if you're involved with that or you would like some strawberries with chocolate, $20 for a dozen over there. They did do pre-orders, but they do have extra strawberries at $2 for just plain strawberries. But I'm sure you could go over there and get some strawberries or maybe some chocolate and strawberries. They have plenty. So see them on Thursday at the Mount Graham. Okay. Now that we're done with that, welcome everybody. We're going to move into the third eye space of yoga right here between the eyebrows and deep within our mind. So that also goes right in back into the pineal gland center of our mind. We're going to start, let me just come back a little bit. Make sure that we have our hip width distance apart. So when I'm sitting in my chair, I'm not only stable and comfortable, it's not going to move and dump me out, but I have my hip width distance apart knees, if I can. So those of us that this is not possible, it's okay to come to shoulder width distance apart. It's just a little wider than hips. And you're looking for the toes to be pointed forward and you're looking for stacking joints here. From there, let's go ahead and come right into prayer hands. Namaste.
Namaste.
And then we're gonna take it to a mudra. So palms, I'm going to put them in front of me here in the dark space so you can see. I'm going to take my middle finger to my thumb tip and my ring finger to my thumb tip so that I have basically two ears here, index fingers and pinkies extended. I'm going to flip them upside down. Once I do, connect the pinky ends, connect the index ends, and let the other three fingers point upward. Try and relax those shoulders and rest wherever you can. So if you want to, you can rest it on the lap. If that's too much for the wrist, you can rise it up a little bit around the navel area. Whatever is most comfortable for you. You want to sit nice and tall and drop the chin just slightly. You can soften the eyes, close the eyes, or you can find a drishti point. We're looking to bring the focus of breath in and out of the nose. As you breathe, you're looking to bring that breath throughout the torso, expanding and releasing. And as you feel into the breath, into the inside of the body, finding your alignment in the spine, feeling as if you are sitting tall and that movement comes through the crown of the head, reaching towards the ceiling. Trying to relax the shoulders. You might be a little bit tense from lengthening, but also relaxed and keeping that breath moving in and out of the body. As you find those deep breaths, we're going to come into our silent mantra or our sankalpa. It's just a one-pointed resolve that we repeat in the mind and in our heart and in our breath. I seek to understand and learn from my life experiences. I seek to understand and learn from my life experiences. I seek to understand and learn from my life experiences. And just really taking those words in, pondering them, what that means for you. To really review or view your life as an experience that you learn from. And maybe that takes the harshness or the edge out of it. So leaving judgment behind, criticism behind, And just finding a gentleness with ourselves, an acceptance, a love. Let's go ahead and exhale. We're going to release the Mudra Mantra Sankalpa. Maybe shake out the hands a little bit. Let's go ahead and inhale. Bring it all the way up and over. And exhale, we're going to just move right into our forward fold. So finding some way to either come over the lap, or maybe we come into a hinge with a flat back and pull those elbows in, but we're still over the lap. Let's inhale, root to rise, coming all the way up and over. And as we exhale, we're going to twist and we're going to let the arms come down gradually, one to the side and one to the side of the chair. So side of the body, side of the chair. And maybe you use that hand grip and arms to look behind you. And then you take that extra breath. Let's go ahead and inhale back forward again. So we're just taking our time, taking that extra breath as we come to the side. So again, side of the legs, side of the chair. Try to draw the shoulders back and down. And you don't want to overdo it. So when I say that we're using those arms, let's go ahead and inhale back through center. We're not overdoing it. You're not trying to overstretch or force anything. It's just a gentleness that feels good. And let's inhale back through center. And exhale to the opposite side. Inhale back to center. Let's go ahead and take it forward fold again. Exhale, forward fold. This time while we're in forward fold, if you had the arms over, let's bring them on top of the knees, pull those elbows in and come into a flat back. From there, let's go ahead and come right into our calves. We're going to press into the soles of the feet. Inhale, start to bring the gaze forward, pull those elbows in and back, send the chest and head forward so that you're really just kind of arching here. And then exhale, let's go ahead and round it all the way back, chin into chest, navel to spine. Inhale, feeling the extension coming forward and expanding. And the exhale, you're finding that contraction, squeezing back. Now remember, you could do this at your own breath. I go nice and slow. I like to take deep breaths. And finding that exhale. But allow the breath to move you. Let's go ahead and find one more. From there, unwinding by lifting all the way back up through the torso. And let's exhale, bring palms together, hands to heart. Now as we come hands to heart, roll those shoulders back. Let's press those palms together. Let the elbows be extended and come up to about shoulder level. So now my elbows are at shoulder level. I'm going to press or pull my elbows to one side. Now as I do, I'm going to look over that opposite shoulder. And then let's move back through center. So hands and head come back through center. I do have tension in my arms, so I am pressing my palms together, even as I push or pull to that side and look over the opposite shoulder. So there remains pressure. Let's go ahead and move through center. We'll do this just one more time on each side. So twisting one way, looking over the other. And unwinding, twisting the opposite way as we look over. And coming back to center. Let's go ahead and release that down. Inhale up. And exhale, release. All right, from there, I'm going to scoot a little bit further back into my chair to give me leverage in my legs. We are going to do some straddle poses. I like to hang on to my chair back here. You can hang on to, if you have a stool, maybe the back bottom. If you have a chair, maybe you have those options back here where you can hang on. I'm going to soften, draw my hands kind of down so I can soften my elbows and pull them back a little, drawing the abs in so I have nice length here in my upper torso to start off with. Then I'm going to extend, dorsiflex the feet, and let's go ahead and extend out. Point the toes here and bring it back in. Now relax the feet in a neutral position, not dorsiflex or plantar flex, and we're just going to inhale, open. Because our exhale, we're going to do something unique. See if you can't cross right leg over the top and just cross at the angle, maybe squeeze in center and then reopen. Now as you exhale, left leg, left ankle comes over the top, crossing, squeeze in center, and then uncross, open back up. So this is almost to our eagle's pose. Exhale, right over the top of left. Inhale, open. Exhale, left over the top of right. And I squeeze in center for a moment. Inhale. We're going to do one more set. And exhale, right over the top of left. Inhale, open. Exhale, left over the top of right. Inhale, open. Let's release the legs, even if they're wider. It doesn't matter how wide they are. Actually, let's go ahead and open them wider. It does matter. Let's open them wider than our shoulders if we can. Knees to ankles, and knees to toes. From there, after we find that joint alignment, we're just gonna move right into the eagle arms. So we did a little bit of eagle legs, just a little, getting us warmed up. Palms out, arms extend. Let's inhale, draw those thumbs back. So we're opening up through the chest. We're squeezing the scapulas towards our midline, like we're pinching a pencil. And then let's exhale, slowly sweep forward and take right arm underneath left. And as we cross, when we start off with, let's just give our shoulders a squeeze with this one. And then release, we're gonna open back up. And you're gonna draw back and squeeze those shoulder blades again together. And this time we're gonna do, exhale, left arm underneath right. And again, you're just crossing and squeezing. From there, opening back up. Now this is when you could take the second option. So that's our first option. Right arm underneath left again. You could take option one. Here's option two. Palms face each other. And let's release. So I'm going to do option two for the next one as well. Inhale back. And exhale. We're going to bring left arm elbow under. And again, option two with the palms coming towards each other, elbows crossing. And let's inhale. You could always use that option one. And option three, I'm not going to do, but I will show you the best I can. Crossing right arm underneath left. And instead of palms facing each other, it's where they face away. And some of us can do this number. I cannot, because I don't have those arms right now, at least. Let's go ahead and inhale, open. So you do have the full eagles option. And exhale, left arm underneath right. Left and right. Simon says, let's open back up. And exhale, let's go ahead and just release that. So while we're here in this, let's go ahead and move into our legs, strengthening the back of the legs. Let's start off with just lifting those heels, hands on top of knees. Take a nice deep breath, maybe find the torso is relaxed by rolling those shoulders back, reminding us to keep length here in the torso as we keep strength here in the lower legs right now. Go ahead and exhale, release that. And we're gonna lift the balls of the feet, the toes, and keep our heels grounded. So dorsiflex, toes coming towards shins here. And again, maybe finding a breath so that we relax the torso, those shoulders are relaxed. Let's go ahead and press down and lift back up through the heels. Now, as we lift back up through the heels, let's keep one hand there, take the other arm and just bring it up at a diagonal and see how far we can just kind of sweep it back a little bit. I feel it in my back, especially my mid back and side on the opposite side. So you just want to get into sensation. Let's go ahead and exhale. We're going to release those heels this time. Let's come back up to heels planted, toes and balls of the feet up. Again, coming back into our posture, nice and straight. So it's going to be the opposite hand now. We're going to take it out diagonal from that other hand. So it's at a diagonal and pulling back. And again, you're looking for that sensation in the back. You're using your muscles. You're lengthening here, the abs. You're still breathing. Let's find one more breath. And exhale as you soften the feet down as well. All right, from there, let's bring hands in the center of the chair. If you don't have that, maybe you have your knees here. So you decide. I like the chair. It's obviously more stable. So I'm gonna hinge forward. I'm trying to keep a flat back. I'm gonna keep a flat back. Elbows out to the side. Now I'm gonna press into that chair. That gives me about a few inches of here off the chair. Let's just take a moment maybe to just look at our knees and just kind of bend the knees over towards the toes. You're not getting to the toes, you're just barely bending towards them. And so the knees do stay behind the toes here. And I'm just moving left and right. I'm moving rather quickly instead of slowly like I usually do. I'm just moving those knees towards the toes and back. I'm gonna only do it one more time because my legs are definitely getting tired here. Let's come back to center and release down. From there, take the hands back. Let's go ahead and point the toes and squeeze those legs, really pointing those toes, contracting, and then relax the toes. Let's come back, toes towards the shins again so that we're extending now through the backs of the legs with the heel. And let's gently release there. All right, from there, let's go ahead and come back to center here. Make sure that you have that alignment. You're ready to go. We're gonna hinge forward and then press again up from the chair. And this time, instead of moving left and right, let's see if we can just lift one heel. So you're just lifting up one heel. And we're gonna release that heel. On your next inhale, try and take nice deep breaths. You're gonna lift the opposite heel. And let's go ahead and gently release that and release the glutes all the way back down. From there, hands come back and extend again, pointed toes. This time, let's move through the ankles. So I'm just dorsiflex and pointing my toes depending on where I'm at in my circle, but we are definitely moving around in circles with the foot. And then move the opposite way. And let's gently release here. We have one more to make 3. So checking alignment again, hands in front, lift off here. And right there, maybe we can now take a hands to the knee. Soften those elbows. Maybe we're pressing now, palms into the knees. We have a little more stability when we're doing this. Let's find one more breath. Exhale, releasing down. From there, let's go ahead and extend back out. Dorsiflex the feet this time. And releasing down. We're gonna take it right into our side angle. So this time, let's go ahead and bring palm faces up, pressing down. The other hand, let's take it back to the back of the chair. See if we can't get that shoulder to relax back. And then let's take the gaze up. Maybe an inhale, looking upward over the shoulder. And on an exhale, we're just gonna take the head, try and keep it in that alignment, but you're gonna look down over the opposite shoulder. So down towards your knee, towards the ground. And on an inhale, it's a rotation. And you're trying to keep the neck in length here as you look up and over the shoulder. And exhale, you're gonna look down and over the shoulder. Let's go ahead and inhale just to neutral here. So we're gonna look forward, find that alignment. The hand that's back behind you, let's see if we can sweep it up, out, and see if we can reach over. And exhale, we're gonna release it back to the hip. So maybe hand on hip here. Then let's inhale, bring it back up, over, reaching over. And exhale, release to hip. And let's do this last time. Inhale. And exhale, we're gonna take that hand actually to the lap now. So just hand right on top of the lap. And then switch that other hand on top of the knee, press up. Let's go ahead and inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Inhale, let's take it up. Exhale, release, hands back on knee. And this time, elbows out, hinge forward, flat back. And as we take an inhale, we're gonna round the back in cat. So it's back of the body we're trying to expand into. Inhale here, round the back. Exhale, unwinding or lengthening back out. Inhale again, nice cat back. Exhale, unwinding and lengthening. Last one. Inhale to the cat back. And exhale, unwind. Inhale, gently pressing up. So that was for the back of the body. Let's take it to the other side. Palm up, hinge, and then bring that back behind us. Maybe grab, let the shoulder roll back. Find the length through the torso, neck, and head, and then take the head looking over the top shoulder. And a nice deep inhale as you do that. As you exhale, you're just bringing that gaze through neutral, trying to keep neck length, and you're going to look down towards the floor and knee over the opposite shoulder. Let's go ahead and take it back upward over the top shoulder. And exhaling back downward. From there, let's take hand to hip, bring the gaze forward. Try and find that neutrality through the spine and the neck so we're not laying into that shoulder. We're pressing down, we're nice and firm. And let's go ahead and sweep it up and over with an inhale. See if we can't stretch overhead. And exhale, we're just taking it back to the hip. Inhale, up and over. And exhale, slowly back to the hip. Let's find a last one here. Inhale, stretching over. And exhale, releasing. You could release to the leg here. I could release now to the knee and press my way up. Let's go ahead and inhale, bring it up. And exhale, palms together, hands to heart. From there, let's go ahead and heel toe back into the space of bringing it back together. And from there, we're gonna do some chair ups is what I call these. So we already did the one with wide legs. You can also take it back. So with this one, I do like to give myself that chair. So I come fully back into the chair. I know it's here for a fact. I know it's underneath me and behind me. And I'm gonna find that knee ankle alignment right here, toes pointing forward. I'm gonna use my leverage of the chair. So I'm gonna hinge forward with a flat back and then press up out of that chair so that I'm lifting again. My toes are lifting, my knees aren't surpassing my toes, so they're coming right behind and making sure I'm not surpassing that. I have length. I still have a hold of the chair. It lets me know it's there. It's not disappeared on me. Let's go ahead and slowly release down. With this one, you can just glide the hand slightly back and inhale, lengthen those legs to dorsiflexion, stretching the back part of the legs. Now let's go ahead and move it into plantar flexion, stretching the front part of the legs. And release down. From there again, you're bringing the feet underneath, hang on to the chair, hinge forward, flat back. Inhale, lift those glutes. Now, option one was hanging onto the chair, it's still there. Option two is bringing hands in front, still pulling elbows in. Those toes are still possibly lifting up, or you feel most of the weight in the heels, in the back of the body. Let's go ahead and release down. Backside of the body's probably screaming. And extend through dorsiflexion, really stretching that back part. And again, back to plantar flexion, stretching that front part. And let's take a moment just to move again through the ankles and the opposite way. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, soften down because you got it. We're gonna come up one more time. Hinge forward, come up, option one or two. Now I'm gonna leave you one more option. Let's come into maybe prayer hands. Unless you really need those options to keep that length, to pull those elbows in, you could always come to prayer. Another option is to extend those arms forward. That sometimes gives us a little bit of leverage. Let's go ahead and reach those arms back to the chair and release down. Inhale, extend through those heels. Point the toes. Come back to extending and pointing. And extension, let's release down. All right, from there, let's come up and out of our chair. So you just learned how to sit up or chair ups. Let's come all the way up. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have the chair come out a little bit. You can always use a wall chair, something to stabilize you here. But what we're trying to do is I'm gonna face. You can have hands on chair, you can have one hand on chair, maybe one hand on hip. You are trying to sweep one foot behind, so it's tandem behind the heel. Then rock back, soften both knees. See if you can find balance, hips are pointed forward. If you need the chair, you can keep the chair in front of you. You are looking to balance here. It's difficult to balance in this tandem style. So maybe hands to heart with soft knees, hands on chair. If you do have the option of hands on chair and that's where you need to be, great. If you want to alternate, you can inhale, bring one up, and exhale, release. Inhale, bring the other one up. And exhale, release. So throughout this whole process, we're breathing and we're keeping that balance. Let's go ahead and gently lean forward to that front foot so we can uncross that leg. From here, I'm just going to do my opposite leg. So the leg that's going to stay planted is this one. The other one comes back, heel to toe, tandem. I'm going to press evenly into both feet, soften both knees. Draw the abs in. You can keep a hold of the chair. You can find your Drishti point of focus and just come into heart stance here and practice breath. It's a little bit harder with the arms when you open up. So you can also do this number when we do it, or you can keep hands here, inhale and exhale. So I'm just giving you lots of options. Inhale, opposite arm, and exhale, release. From there, you're just going to gently move back to that front standing leg and unwind and come back to hip width distance apart. Now, from that hip width distance apart, let's go ahead and move forward from that chair. You can still keep the chair or wall there, but the outside leg is going to be extending out. So you can use this for balance. You can use hands on hips if that's where you're at today. Whatever is your balance, you're going to soften the knee closest to the chair or the wall. Dorsiflex the other foot. Lift it up off the ground and just come out straight. So you're looking to use the side right here by keeping those toes pointed forward and coming out to the side. Bring it back. See if we can stay lifted up off the floor. Let's only do this 2 more times. So that other knee, of course, is still soft. Bring it back in nice and slow. And then 1 more time out to the side. And release. So right there, maybe walking it out. I'm going to switch my chair to the other side. And we're coming back to the softness of the knees, hip width distance apart, maybe hand on hip or hands on the hip. Lean over to that one side, lift the foot, dorsiflex, and you're going to start to extend straight out to the side. Those toes point forward and bring it back. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last one. And exhale, bring it back. Now as we come back to the chair, we're gonna come to another chair type of pose. So I'm standing fairly close, not too close though, because I want to lean back a little bit. I'm using that chair for leverage, but I'm looking down to check my knees don't come past my toes. And I'm just bringing those glutes back with them lengthened back. Let's go ahead and inhale, bring it up. And we're gonna do that 2 more times. Exhale, soft hinges. Doesn't have to come back very far, just enough. Inhale, let's take it back up. And exhale, taking it back. Inhale, let's take it up. Now while we're facing the chair here, maybe I'll walk a little bit closer for that leverage. Again, we're gonna pull up one heel, see if we can touch the toe back behind us, keep all the weight on this other leg. And while we do this, maybe a hand on the hip. So one hand on the hip, the other hand still has your leverage there. And you're gonna squeeze this glute to lift. So it's not very high, it's only 1 inch or 2 off the ground. And you're gonna feel that in the glute mostly. Release down, toes back to the ground. So the body, navel tucks in, your low back isn't arching, and you're just squeezing the glute. And where you feel it is right in the center, right at the bottom center of that glute. And release to the toe. Last one, you're gonna squeeze the glute and release the toe. Go ahead and gently release that. Now, as we have transition before the other side, let's take our downward facing dog. So hands on top of there. You're just gonna walk it back, baby steps back, until you're at that perfect height, and then press into the heels, draw the glutes back, Release the head between the arms. Let's take 2 more deep breaths. From there, start to lift the head and walk the feet back. Okay, so it's gonna be the opposite. You're gonna lift the heel, draw it back, toes, balls of foot on the ground. But let's lengthen by squeezing that glute. So again, you're gonna feel that squeeze to lengthen the knee. This knee stays soft. From there, let's go ahead and squeeze the glute and lift an inch or 2 up off the ground. This shouldn't hurt the low back because the navel's tucked in, keeping that back flat. So it's squeeze the glute, lift up, and release down. Squeeze the glute and lift, and release down. Go ahead and bring it back forward and walk it out. So where you should really feel that, hopefully, is side and low butt right there, because that's what you're squeezing just to lift that. You're not squeezing into the low back. All right, from there, let's go ahead and come all the way back down to the chair, actually. Grab your ball or pillow. So remember, those of us at home, I know I say it and I don't do it because I have my ball, but here's a cushion from the couch. It works just as good. I have to squeeze to keep that cushion there. So those of us at home can squeeze that cushion, that pillow that we might have. All right, from here we have that block pillow, whatever we have that we're squeezing, and we're sending our energy all the way down through the soles of the feet. Let's take our hands and see if we can interlace them behind our back. So we can interlace the fingers and draw the knuckles down towards the chair. You'll feel the shoulders really roll back and push down a little bit. Now, if you feel the chest lift, that's what you want, but if you feel the abs poke out, you don't want that. So you're gonna draw the navel in as you do this. You're trying to lengthen the low back and the mid back. Let's go ahead and draw chin into chest. Inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale over a shoulder. Inhale forward. Exhale over the opposite shoulder. Inhale forward. Exhale, chin into chest. Inhale, neutral. Exhale over the shoulder. Inhale, neutral. And exhale over the opposite shoulder. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, release the hands, the fist package. Let's squeeze the fist. Squeeze the shoulders all the way up. You might feel crackling or hear it. And gently release that. The next few, we are going to lift the head. So let's go ahead and squeeze fist, squeeze shoulders, look up. And exhale. Relax the chin down. Maybe move the shoulders as you do. Just resting the shoulders. Then let's go ahead and squeeze up again, looking up. And again, as you exhale, chin into chest. Maybe you move the shoulders a little bit instead of pressing down. And then squeeze back up on an inhale. And exhale, gently release. From there, let's go ahead and inhale, bring the arms all the way back up and over. And exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Inhale, take it up. And exhale, release. Let's go ahead and remove that block or ball that we had. And I don't think I'm gonna do my belt today, but let's come back for another time of those eagle pose arms, just to warm up our arms a little bit and then to come down. So open up, I'm not very good here. Open up wide, exhale. Just remember which arm comes under which. So one arm came under the other, you look at it, open it back up, because that's gonna be the opposite arm. Now that comes underneath. That way, if you get it wrong, you don't have to think about it. It's okay. Even if you do two on one side. We're just looking across those arms to see if it's a little bit easier. Notice that when we did it before, as compared to this next time that we're doing it right now, has that changed? Does it feel a little bit better in the shoulders and arms? Let's go ahead and inhale right here. Exhale, bring it up. and release it down to the heart. All right, let's go ahead and get ready for our Shavasana part. Coming into Yoga Nidra. And this is our relaxation, where you just take it all the way back to you. Bringing it down to relax the body. So get nice and comfortable there at home. The tricky one. Then fold, flip. Whatever happens.
Flip.
I know, I might cut that off actually, because I don't think it does me any favors.
Really doesn't.
Not at all.
The only way it would is if you close that.
Yeah, and I
but you
can't.
don't. I'm not gonna do it.
No. That's why I'm like thinking more and more like, I can just cut that off. No more problems. Alrighty. All of us here also getting nice and comfortable, as you can see. So allow yourself there at home to start relaxing into your space. This is our Yoga Nidra portion. Remember, we're still moving a little bit as we find our space. We find those little bits of movement to relax us, to really release and let go. You really want to allow yourself to be nice and comfortable. So make little adjustments here. Maybe palms are facing upward. If you're sitting in a chair with me, maybe elongate the legs, soften the knees, maybe the feet open. And again, if you are in the chair with me, this is a good opportunity to release the chin down towards the chest and to allow the chin to be below the level of your forehead. So if you're laying back on something and your chin is up above the level of the forehead, just see if you can drop it a little bit to make it just below the level of the forehead. That way you will feel the elongation in the back of the neck, and you'll be able to rest the back of the head. Let's make sure our shoulders are nice and relaxed, that the arms are extended in a comfortable position. If we can, palms up. And then now let's bring it into the breath, where we're inhaling and exhaling. Maybe the eyes are softening or shutting. The facial muscles begin to relax. And now just focusing on your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And as you take these deeper breaths, starting to expand through the body, you're just taking notice of the body. How do you feel in that position? Is there any way you can make yourself just a little more comfortable? Remember, you're always welcome to use props and blocks, blankets and eye masks, anything that is needed to bring that comfort. And just letting the breath settle the body down, relaxing now, releasing, allowing yourself to feel the support beneath you. And as you feel the support beneath you, let's take our attention back to the third eye space, the space between the brows, above the bridge of the nose. And each time you inhale and exhale, you imagine moving that air and energy through the center of the mind. You might feel the cool air moving through the third eye space. And each breath clears the mind a little more. And each breath relaxes the body just a little more. And now as you open and relax each exhale, you're releasing the tension and allowing it to just melt away and dissolve. With each breath, you feel more connected to your present moment, more attuned to your subtle energy of the third eye. Continuing to direct the flow of air and energy through the third eye space, allowing all the tension to dissolve away, leaving the space clear and vibrant. And as you continue this focused breathing, you begin to open into the third eye space. You visualize the night sky softening to a deep ink blue. And with each breath, you feel yourself diving deeper into a state of profound relaxation and openness to insight. Relaxing into the space of the third eye as the mind opens to the night sky. Feeling that space of infinity, feeling greater, bigger, more expansive. And as the mind opens, let's come back to our one-pointed resolve, our sankalpa, our mantra. I seek to understand and learn from my life experiences. I seek to understand and learn from my life experiences. I seek to understand and learn from my life experiences. And as you take these deep breaths of opening the mind, opening the body, allowing yourself to feel clear, relaxed, as you ponder, seeking to understand and learn from your personal life experiences. This is where we have the opportunity to grow from these life experiences, not harming ourselves or others, but understanding and having love and compassion and empathy. And now as we relax and let go of those words, we bring our awareness all the way down to the toes, to the feet, noticing any sensations within the feet or toes. And as we notice the feet and toes, without bias, without judgment, just observing. Can you relax the feet? Can you release your toes? As we move and scan the body, we're looking for sensations, and we're looking to relax, to let go, and to flow with the body and breath. softening into the ankles, relaxing the lower legs, noticing the knees, softening and relaxing the knees, releasing the upper legs, relaxing the hips, take a moment to notice any tension or stress. If you found any, take a moment to breathe into that space. And as you exhale, let the tension release and dissipate. Let's continue to scan as you now move into the pelvis region, relaxing the pelvis, the sacrum, the tailbone, the pubis bone, the iliac crest on the sides of the hips, towards the back where the sacrum meets the lower back. Relaxing the space, relaxing the lower back. Relaxing our abdomen as we might feel the faint rise and fall of our abs, the relaxation that is moved in to release any tension, relaxing the belly and the mid-back, the rib cage, the chest, the upper back. And on your next inhale, filling the torso with air. And as you exhale, release any remaining tension within the torso out. Doing this just a few more times, taking a nice deep breath to fill the entire torso. And as you exhale, releasing, letting go, allowing tension to dissipate. Feeling relaxed, feeling at ease here and comfortable as we relax all the way down to the fingertips, starting to scan the fingers and the hands. And releasing any tension from the fingers and hands as we relax our wrists, our forearms relax, the elbows release, letting go of the upper arms as we relax the shoulders, softening to the collarbones, to the base of the neck, connecting here to the base of the neck as we feel the flow of breath move in and out of this throat space. We might notice the cool air coming in and the warm, moist air moving out, relaxing the space of the neck, the back of the head, the sides of the head, Both ears relax. The crown and top of the head relaxes. You feel the facial muscles release and completely relax. The jaw softens. The forehead is smoothed and relaxed. Coming back to that third eye space. Breathing in and out of this third eye space. Releasing tension in the head. Relaxing the face, the head and neck. Imagining the breath moving in and out of the third eye space. And as you do this, imagine a luminous glow of energy emanating with each and every breath. This luminous glow of energy moves inward deeper into the mind of the third eye, till you feel it center of the mind, expanding, expanding, expanding now through the body, through the neck, and all the way through the body. Each breath clearing the mind, making room for insight, clearing the body and all the subtle energies, relaxing, becoming more activated, open, and vibrant with each breath into the third eye space. And as you allow this luminous glow to expand beyond the body now, encompassing the entire body, notice any shifts in your physical or mental state. Allow yourself to embrace this peace, to embrace the serenity and calmness all around. Feeling centered here at the third eye, as we bring it back to our one-pointed resolve. I seek to understand, learn, and grow from my life experiences. I seek to understand and learn from my life experiences. I seek to understand, learn, and grow from my life experiences. And the opportunity to understand, without judgment and bias, our life experiences, to be able to completely accept ourselves so that we may grow beyond them and learn without judgment, without harm to one another and ourselves. As we start to bring our breath back, noticing the breath streaming and expanding through the body, taking those deeper breaths, allowing it to expand through the body, till we're moving the fingers, moving the toes, finding movement slowly back in the body. And as we find movement, maybe we move to the head and neck now. And if you're ready with more movement, you can find that beautiful stretch overhead, lengthening through the body. Maybe a slight contraction there. And those of us on the ground or laying down might get that opportunity to hug our knees into chest. Give ourselves a nice hug and rock side to side. Those of us in chair with me can always still give ourselves a hug. We could still rock side to side. And as we find ourselves to one side or the other in our fetal position, take a breath, maybe open those eyes, and press our way back up into sitting. Thank you, Kathy, Jerry, Paula, Carrie back there, and everybody else that joins us online. Namaste. Or Om Shanti Shanti. Yoga Nidra is complete today. Om Shanti Shanti. I might get that right. Or just go back to sleep. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. Even if you're alone, happy Valentine's Day to yourself. Love yourself. Buy yourself roses and chocolates. It's a beautiful day to love yourself. Love nature with yourself. All right. See you next week.